everyone, it's Rita here, and I am going to do a little craft here, making some pockets things. But first of all, I wanted just to say thank you to my friend Christine, who came over yesterday, and we went to the antique store and bought some stuff. And when she came over, she decided she's not going to really do scrapbooking anymore. She's more into needlework type things, cross stitch and so forth. So I just wanted to share. This was amazing. I mean, these are, the little, not stickers, but just die cuts. And then she brought me this stamp, which I thought is absolutely gorgeous. This flowers, roses type thing. And then she brought me this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to pay you for these. I mean, they're amazing. Tim Holtz stamp collection from his collection. So I don't know if I've seen these stamped, but I do know they're going to look great wherever I use them. And then I kept going through the stuff that she brought, and here's another stamp set from Tim Holtz. And this is the letters, book page type, and some script and some numbers, and so that was very exciting to get. And then here's some stickers. I'm not going to go through everything. She sent me this, what is this size? 8x8. These are Christmas papers. However, I am not doing Christmas in July. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. She also brought me 2 full-size scrapbook books, 2 or 3, and they're Hobby Lobbies, and I don't know how long they've been there, but I didn't drag them back out. I already put a bunch of stuff away. This was just an ephemera, one of those books you buy that has ephemera in it. And then this one was another one, and it's all a cooking ephemera. I don't know if I'll do a cookbook journal or not. I have a lot of stuff because she changed her mind. This one here is, I bought this before that looked like Edith Holden, and so this one's different, I think, than the one I have, but maybe not. So I thought this was very weird anyway, how this side you lose if you cut out this side. It's supposed to be a decoupage scrapbooking. So you should be able to cut them out and collage with them. Well, I'm thinking if I just cut these out where the lines are that it shows in the magazine, which they obviously took pictures of all these things, and just made book pages, because then I would have, journal page. I would have this side and this side, and that would be really cute. So there is some usefulness to this book. And then I do have another one that I have decided, okay, I'll cut that side. I don't want to, but I will. So anyway, that was that. And then, like I said, we went to the antique mall. Let me set that back. And I got these little brads. I don't know where you get these, or whoops, oh, there's a good piece of styrofoam. Cool. I don't need to keep them in that box, but yeah, they're little brads. And I thought, oh, I don't know if I'll use those colors, but I think with the right, vintage look, they would be fine. They're not vintage, but they were like $1.95 or something. And then I got this little book, and the reason I bought this is because it was it's $2 I paid. And it was a little book like Rachel used in her, when she made that little ephemera book. And I thought maybe I'll make one out of this just for something that I want to put in my little case over here special. So, and then I can use these on nice yellowed pages. So that was a cool find. And then I found this book, and this one was $8. And sorry about that noise. I hope the light's not too much of a glare in here, but because I put that cabinet light. But the girl, when she took off the tag for the price, it ripped the paper, and they still wouldn't give me a discount. So anyway, I didn't need it for that cover. I just wanted a cheaper price. So anyway, I opened it up, and all of this is full of postage stamps. So I don't know who was collecting them. I mean, they're just all put in here perfectly. And really the only dates, there's from different countries, but the only dates I see so far, I'm not looking at every one. Like this, oh, this is 1945, or is it? Yeah, February 8th. And they used to put the time on there, 7 o'clock, 7 p.m., 1945. So there are, I guess, some older ones in here. But, you know, I'm going to use them for color, not necessarily for what's on them. So there is some from other countries. But look at all these. $8. And, you know, some are used. I don't know if these are the Queen Victoria stamps, or I don't know if these are from England, or they could be Canadian. I'm not sure. So if anybody knows, if you're in the UK, and do you know if these are, look at them, all these little stamps. So, and then there's some orange ones. And I don't know, these are just, it's, you know, years ago, if somebody was doing this, maybe when they were, you know, like in the 70s, and they were doing this, there used to be a deal where you would like send a letter to somebody in another country, and that person would send you a letter back, like a PayPal friend, only you would do it to different people in different countries. So you would get a stamp back, and you could take their stamp off and save it. I remember doing something like that when I was a kid. This one is kind of cool. It's India, and it's not really it's like special paper. It's very cool. Anyway, I know you don't want to sit here and look at all this, but, and then there is some empty spaces in here. So yeah, I might change my stamp one over there and put something else in it, and then add my stamps into this book, because I think, no, it's not going to quite stand up there. Oh well. As a thought. Then I got, these were $3, and I love these because of the vintage, you know, paper. You can actually still stamp these. In fact, I have ironed these onto other papers and used them in a journal. Or you can just actually use these as a page, just for fun, because the back has got the nice brownish color for writing on. Anyway, there's several of them there. And, you know, most of them are cutesy, because that's what they did. You know, like, I don't know when these, there's no name on them. It just said made in the USA. So that doesn't really help much. And I kind of looked them up, but I couldn't really find them. This little guy here, do I want glitter? No. I don't know if it's going to fall out. And I don't want thread. This is polyester. That's a strong thread. Glitter. Glitter. Too bad it's not, I wonder if this would melt. Like if you sprinkled it on and did the heat gun. Like embossing. So I'll give this to my granddaughter. She'll probably like it. My daughter will hate it. These beads are not anything I would use either, or sequins. Yeah, but I bought it for these. All these old buttons. This ribbon. But they were $3, and I can tell you, when you go to an antique store, it's difficult to find old buttons for $3. So there's a lot of old ones, but then again, some are not so old. But that one is so darn cute. That's like a little girl's dress, baby dress. Cute. It's almost like they're handmade. Here's another one. Can you see those? I just love these white buttons. And I'm going to be doing some slow stitching. Now I don't know where to put them. I don't have a... Let me get one of these envelopes and I'll just pour it in there. And then I'll sort them out in my spare time. Oh, look at, there's a straight pen. Bet you it's stainless steel. I love these old things like this. Finding these little envelopes with, you know, I don't really care for glitter, but I did want those old buttons. So it was worth it to me. And let me see. And then I got this, and I really didn't. I think it was like $3, which is not bad at all. In fact, this one, well, it's got one little hole in it, but I wish more people would sell their junk stuff. Like, you know, they won't put it in their antique store because it's got rips or whatever. But it would be great if they just make a bag of it so you could, you know, get it for a couple bucks or whatever. But I thought this would be really pretty to put on an edge of a journal. You know, the spine of the journal maybe. Something like that. I can't resist it. Just can't resist it. Oh, there's that big hole there too. Well, this part will come, you know, doing journal cards and stuff like that. Decorate with. Okay, so is there anything? Oh, the other thing is, this is called a slow stitch kit, and I normally never buy anything like this because, for one, I have tons of lace, I have fabric, I have stamps. I could make my own slow stitch kit. But it was just fun to get something from somebody else and their way of thinking and how they put things together. So this is from Dreamfilled Studio, and she's on Etsy. And in fact, I went to her website. I don't think she has these slow stitch kits on the website. She sells like spa stuff, like lotions and that kind of thing. But in this kit came this bundle of little charms. There's a heart, there's old buttons and a large button. You know, you've just got to figure out where you're going to, here's some beads, and here's a piece of vintage lace. You can tell that's vintage. These are just two little stamp pieces of fabric, and the washi tape that she closed the box with, I took it off and stick it in here so I can use that. It's crepe washi. And these are the steps to the art of slow stitching. I'm not going to probably show you all of this. Well, here, I love this piece here. That's what caught my eye. But then it's got lace. There's this vintage, beautiful vintage lace. There's this piece here. There's like the ticking look, which is not ticking, but it has that. This is like a linen, gray linen. And here's a ticking. And just, this piece of linen here with the embroidery on the edge, another linen. This little dot or spots, as they say in England. What do you call that? Check. Gingham. And then here's some other pieces. Well, I guess I am showing you the whole thing. But isn't that cool? I just love and the picture on her Etsy store was just gorgeous, showing, you know, how to, she had them laid out, but she didn't have them sewed. So I don't know, I have to figure that part out myself. These are not the colors I would probably use, but it comes with 2 skeins of thread, and I'm thinking she probably thought that was good to put with this, but I'll probably use a gray and a brown or something. So that's my little fun deal. That was 23 bucks. $23.99, free shipping. So I don't feel so bad if it's free shipping, because I was going to buy some of this thread online, something like this, It was $2.60 a skein because it's Weeks dye, not like DMC. It's a hand dyed. And then it was $2.60 each. I was going to order three of them, and the shipping was $3.60. So I'm paying like way more. Anyway, I found out that this antique store carries that floss that I use, or wanted to use. Not a lot of colors, but so I think that's all that I wanted to share. Okay, and so my dizziness and all that I've been dealing with, and having to, you know, make a point. I've had a chest x-ray and a blood work, and I was going to have a CT today, but they canceled it because my insurance hadn't got back with them yet and stuff like that. My friend, Christine, who is a nurse, she said, well, I think maybe it's the crystals in your eardrum or your inner ear. They're off balance or whatever. And I said, oh, okay. Well, I have heard of that because I looked it up one time with my mom. She had a hard time of hearing and ringing in her ears and stuff. And she said, all you have to do is sit on the edge of the bed and just flop over. Just let your body flop over on the side that you think that the ear is the problem ear. Like 4 times. Do that 4 times. So I did. And it almost went away. And so that night, that was about 5 in the afternoon. So before I went to bed, I did the flopping again 4 times. And I thought, okay, well, we'll see how this works in the morning. So the morning came and I was doing okay. And then, oh, I don't know, maybe 10 o'clock or something, it started to, I could feel it coming on, the dizziness. So I went back into my room and sat on the bed, and I fell this way 4 times. And it has not come back. I had maybe 2 episodes since Thursday, I think it was, though I did it. So, you know, I think it's fixed. But who would know, you know? I mean, it's just, you got to look at all the things. You never know what they are. Okay, so today I'm going to, this is, I saw this on Bohemian Crafting, Eva. I think she did a video like 10 days ago. And I skipped by the video because, oh, I don't want to make matchbook covers because I'm not, you know, I know how to make up a matchbook notebook type thing, you know, that flips open. But today at lunchtime, I said, oh, I'm going to go ahead and watch her video. And I did. And it was so cute. And I love working with junk mail envelopes anyway. So basically, what we're going to do is cut these. Now, she has, you know, a template that she uses and all kinds of things that she explains to you, which I don't have, you know, I'm just not going to do that because I have all different size envelopes over here. And I just want to fold them and go from there. So and then before I get to folding more of them, when you decide how big it's going to be, you can always cut them down. So in other words, this one is really big. This way you can cut them down to measure, let's say, in this case, it would have to be at least 4 inches because of the window. And you may choose not to use this one because of that big window. I do have one that I folded, and it was a different kind of envelope. It wasn't as big. Okay, so then once you get it figured out where you want to put it, then you're going to cut off. If it's all sealed up, you need to cut off one edge, okay? If it's open, then you would just seal off your, you would just cut off your envelope. Off the what do you call that? The flap. Yeah, the flap. Most of mine are glued down. I don't know why, but probably because when I coffee dye them. Okay, so that is now open. Okay, we'll go and glue up this stuff when we get to that point. So anyway, you just fold it down where you want first I did this part here, and then I folded it down. Now that's got a slit in it. I folded it down just so it would go underneath that, like that. Okay, so there's one. So this one I already started to fold it. I'm going to go up like this. I think I'm going to get my... Now we're going to cover these pockets, but she covered hers first, and I thought I decided not to do that. So I'll show you. Okay, so none of that is open, so we're going to have to open. Doesn't matter what side. We are going to be putting something in these pockets. So depending, at least I'm going to put something in the window pocket. So depending on what side you want to put your stuff in is the side that you need to cut open. So I think I'll cut this side open on this one too. Probably better to. Okay, so I'm not going to use that big one. This one here is just, so this is what I'm talking about. You can just cut your flap off, and then that leaves it open. I think that works. I haven't tried it, so this is all new to me. This one's coffee dyed. This one I'm going to trim off a little bit so it's not raggedy there. And yeah, you know, I cut that edge off. Now I'm wondering, or no, I cut this edge off. I'm kind of wondering if I should leave it glued down, because it does give a little bit more support in here. Let's do this one this way. Okay. All right, that's good. I'm just gonna do a few like this, as you can see. Okay, so let me go ahead and glue this down a little bit. I don't know how well everything needs to be glued down because I haven't done this yet. All right. So at this point here, you can cover all this because you're going to want it to be covered, or in my case, I usually just take scraps and cover whatever is written. So let me, I have a bag here next to me that I've been just throwing scraps in. And I felt like when the bag's full, I'll just dump it. And if I didn't use it by then, I'm not going to. So here, let me get a glue book. So you could make them as covered as you want or not. I was thinking sometimes I can get both sides covered. So now I don't have anything else to talk about. And she did hers with, I'm going to put that right on the edge. With newspapers. She covered them with, because she's been doing that 100-day challenge with newspapers. Amazing what she can do with a piece of newspaper. Okay, and let's see. I just need to cover this. So that, actually, I could probably do that like that. And you could use washi tape too. I don't know if I want to. Now let's do it like to here, I guess. I'm not going to ink all this. think it's going to rain or, oh my gosh, it's black outside. Oh. I'm telling you, it is black. That is weird. I have a eye doctor appointment. And if it's raining like this and dark, I'm not going because I can't see. I can't see. Now, let's see. Yeah, I'll just leave it like that. Because you can always go back in and do a little different. I'm going to have to get a wipe, making sure I don't get so sticky that I can't do anything. Okay, let's just turn this over. The reason I do that part too is because I don't like to, let's see, we did this and this. I didn't do this one. I don't like to mark around that window. I mean, if I have time, but if I wanted to make these, you know, quicker. Okay, I'm set those to the side. It's been kind of windy. It's now what, 1 o'clock. Yeah, it's like ugly. Maybe my phone will tell me it's gonna be a tornado or something. I sure hope that it does. Okay, so this is not inked or anything. I wonder if I should do some inking. Let me see what I've got left on my ink. This one is the frayed burlap. So I have this little round thing. I think I told you guys the other day about making this. And so I thought, oh, I have a couple more lids, and I thought I'm gonna make a couple more so I have them for other colors. And then I can't find them. I think Here Comes the Thunder. I already did that column. Yep, here comes the rain. It'll probably be over with by the time my appointment is. Okay. How much time have I done? Oh my gosh, 29 minutes? I can't believe that just talking about what I got took up that much time. I may not have time to do any more than just these here, or 2 of them. I need something down there. Let's see, what is this color? Let's see what. Do this side. I like this piece. This one I didn't do how big I was going to make it. I should have done these first. Okay, so this is would be upside down if I do it that way. So wasn't thinking about that. This direction here. Okay. So sticky. That side's going to be upside down, but that's okay. It's the back. Now the inside. Inside. I don't know this blue, why it's. I do not have any problem with this glue, but it's. Okay. So, like I said, you could cover the whole entire page if you wanted. I just. I don't want to spend the time to do that. I mean, these are just little, going to be notepads. A little bit more color. All right. So I'm just going to leave this one as it is, and these are going to be, see, because I cut off that flap. If it was a straight flap, it would have been fine, but it wasn't. Okay, so now what we need is papers to go inside of here. So I have some scrap paper. That will fit, and that will fit. Let's see if we can put something in between. These were leftovers from okay, come on. So you can write on these. I mean, once this is in, you can fold them down and write notes on them, or you can rip them out. Or in this case, I was going to put some decorative pages that somebody may be able to use. Boy, this is brittle. Wow. Not too tall. Yeah. Whew. That is not going to rip. Okay. I wonder if it's just, you wonder why the pages can be so brittle. Just cut that off. Okay. So if you have this in your journal and all you have to do is just pull off the page, or rip it off, I mean, or just write on it. Because that's how she attached them. I don't think she had writing in mind. I think she had more like, let me see, I had some graph paper. How many sheets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, now it's telling me there's heavy rain. It's a little late. Okay, let me get this inside here. Actually, I wanted to use scraps, but I'm not going to go through and look for every scrap that I just want to make sure I get one here finished so you can see. All right, so now that goes in there. And then this gets stapled down here. The other thing too, if you actually wanted to, and it's stapled down here, let's go right to the edge. You could pull the staples out and you would have your paper. Okay, so that's going to go in there. And it keeps wanting to be wrinkly up there. You could sew around this before you did that. Okay, so now in here, what I did was I just brought, let's see if this one will fit. It's a little small, but I just brought some journal cards that I had. Let's see if this will fit. I don't like it the way that worked out. I think it's going to be too big. I'd rather have a flower or something anyways. What do I have? Well, yeah, that's going to be a real pain. Okay, so what I would probably do would be have some bases and just, because these are like journal cards that I've had them forever. I can't seem to use them all. I have 100 or more than that. So, and then you have the pocket behind here too. And you could cover this part of the window up also. I think that might be good. So let's just, I was gonna put maybe some labels or something. Some labels. I'm just gonna pull out labels. I'm not gonna worry about the that looks cute. Some of this, I could use this for a while. Okay. I was just thinking I could put the butterflies onto that. It's going to be cut down a little bit. Get my crazy scissors. Oh, it's still way too big. See how much I need to cut it. I'll just cut it off here. So if you want to get fancy, you know, obviously you could like sew around this. You could do all kinds of cute things. I think I'm just gonna flip it, sort of. And I'm only doing this because the journal cards that I'm using are not the right size, so kind of have to make it the right size. And I'm not worried about that showing through the window. This has got to fit. What in the world? Oh, it's just hung up on that. Okay. So there's that. So this just fits inside of here. And then if you, I think I'll just put something over the top of that, like, it's not quite wide enough. I don't really like it. I'm thinking if I do that, how's it gonna look? Or maybe I should just go here with this, like so. And you know, Eva at Bohemian Crafting does some amazing stuff. I mean, with what she has in her, I mean, the newspaper clippings. Okay, so, you know, that's cute. And then in here, in that little back space, there's another envelope, or another pocket back here. Okay, hold on. I thought the other side was open. So in this case here, you could probably run a bead of glue or stitch it. She did stitch hers across. Every time I put it in there, it's got a different thing up there. Okay, it's good. It's good. So let me see how much time. Yeah, I'm probably out of time. But that's all there is to it. And of course she did like 10 of them in a couple minutes. But I thought I could do these quick enough that I'm going to glue this here just because I don't know if it'll interfere with anything. Probably not. The rain is gone, but it's still black outside. Okay, so we've got that. I'll just play with this one a little bit. I should put my journal card in first. So you could put a journal card. I don't know that I have any like card stock. I'm just gonna a couple more minutes here. Probably would use something like a printed cardstock. Okay. I should use one of those Tim Holtz stamps. Where did I put those? Oh. Or this would be probably too. Might look cute. Why not? I'm just going to put this on it. Still keep thinking about getting that cling-free stuff, and I keep forgetting. Oh, it's cute. Cute. Christine, if you want it back, let me know. All right. I guess I'll need to cut the bottom off some. it straight, and then I'll have to do it over. I feel like I'm losing room, even though I know that I've got things a little more organized. Do this so I'm right on this side. Where's that glue? Oh. I'm doing this part first. I thought, well, maybe that would give me a better choice of papers to cover the outside with. Because it's probably easier to find scraps than, even if you don't find colored scraps, at least you can always go with book page. All right, so I'm going to try that. And I don't like that blue to show through. That's what I don't like. I don't know why they make them blue. Why don't they make them black? They would look better, yeah, in black. Okay, so let me just what was I making there? Oh, I was making a envelope. Okay. Let's see what to go that much inside. Another hunk here. Okay. So I guess if it's a little bit too tall or something, you can always rip off this top part. All right, I'm going to let you guys go because I want to cover this before I staple it. Just trim it off a little bit. But anyway, I just wanted to do this today because I really don't have, I have projects to do, but you know, I don't want you guys to be bored with doing the same journal, working on the same journal. And, but I can't seem to find time to work on it by myself, and then I'm like making something for it, and I'm thinking, well, this, you know, this is a good project, but it is the same papers and the same, you know, and I'm sure that kind of gets boring. But anyway, it is what it is. So I will see you guys in the next video. All right, have a great day. Bye.